everybody, it's Miss Karen from the Hancock Town Library with my friend Wilbur. Hi Wilbur, how you doing? I'm doing good. Listen, did you know that there are many kinds of bears in the world? There's black bears and grizzly bears and brown bears and polar bears and teddy bears? Yeah, well, teddy bears aren't real, but we'll talk about that another time. But there's so many bears, and there's so many books about bears. There's books that are about silly bears, bears acting like people and getting angry and silly and doing things that people do. And then there's more realistic ones. What's that big word mean? Oh, realistic. It just means like bears acting like regular bears and doing what they do, like eating and hunting and sleeping. Ah, well, I have a couple of books that are some of my favorites. This one is called Mother Bruce. See, it said Mother Goose and they crossed it off. Mother Bruce, that's Bruce. And it's written and illustrated by Ryan T. Higgins. And he lives in Maine, and I actually met him at a library event. He's a very nice guy. And I actually met Bruce. There was somebody dressed up as Bruce. That was a lot of fun. So Mother Bruce. I think he's a little grumpy today. Let's see. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like sunny days. He did not like rain. And he did not like cute little animals. Who doesn't like cute little animals? Bruce only liked one thing, eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat eggs raw like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs, drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon, and then he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local business, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled, so he went out to get more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Mama! The eggs hatched. Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. They think Bruce is their mama. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast, but for some reason he lost his appetite. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose about her return policy. Only to find Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. But he was followed. Mama! Mama! Bruce was very stern, and he said things like, go away, and I am not your mother. And also, I liked you better when you were eggs. Bruce could take it no longer, and he became extra grumpy with them. Ugh! Oh, poor little goslings. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama! 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 Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. Wow, they make a mess. And he's carrying them with a baby carrier. Oh, they don't like the food he made. Ugh! Ew! Yuck! Oh, exhausted. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. From annoying baby geese, they became stubborn teenage geese. and boring adult geese. Then one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration. That's when birds fly south. But they didn't listen. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. Ooh. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce, even in their little airplanes. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus. I wonder where they're going. And migrated to Miami. Now, every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about at the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes, recipes that don't hatch. Uh-oh. Mama? Uh-oh. A turtle. I think they'll have to write another book about turtles. And that is called Mother Bruce, and it's a silly book. Now, the other kind of bear is a polar bear. Like this. Oh yeah, I'm a polar bear. Polar bears are white, and they live in the Arctic where it's really, really cold, and they have a lot of blubber, which is like fat, so they keep nice and warm. Hi, would you like to hear a story about a polar bear? I would. How about you, Wilbur? Me too. Okay. This is a brand new book for us at the library. It's called A Polar Bear in the Snow by Mac Barnett, art by Sean Harris. And the pictures are just beautiful. It's not a very long book, but it's a beautiful book. Polar Bear in the Snow. Now, because polar bears are white and snow is white, it's kind of hard to see a polar bear in the snow. There is a polar bear in the snow. Can't really see him. Still asleep, he lifts his nose to sniff the air. And he awakens. There is a polar bear in the snow. Where is he going? I don't know. Is he going to visit the seals? No, he is not hungry. Is he going to hunker in a cave? No, his fur protects him from the storm. Looks like some Arctic wolves. Is he going to meet a man? No. Ooh, there he goes. There is a polar bear in the snow. Where is he going? Oh, looks like he's about to jump in the water. He is going to the sea. He wants to play. Polar bears are excellent swimmers, by the way. Oh, look at him. And when he is done playing and he climbs back onto the snow, where will he go then? Who knows? The end. I love that book. So Wilbur, I hope you stay warm in the snow. I do. Got a lot of fur here. Actually, it's called wool. Okay. I hope you guys stay nice and toasty warm and have a great week and see you next time. Bye.